Kenya is gearing up to start producing oil in the next year. The country's so eager that they've already started working on plans for the initial phase of small-scale production of 1 million barrels of oil in the next year. But some have cautioned that perhaps these plans are a little bit premature and that in these markets it will be hard to generate a profit. Nonetheless, there are high expectations, especially in Turkana. The BBC's Kacungira filed this report.
Sun, wind and soil. Here, all three are unforgiving. But beneath the dry land lies the precious resource that's put this remote region on the map.
One of the poorest parts of Kenya. The discovery of oil has raised expectations among the locals.
That's from a BBC report done here in 2014, 2 years after oil was first discovered in Turkana. Now, residents here hoped that the discovery would bring new hope to the community, and I want to find out what's changed. Habari zenu?
Nzuri sana.
Naona wanatengeneza barabara hapa.
Yes, they've started roadworks, but the only road that we're seeing being constructed is the one that goes straight to tallow oil. Since independence 50 years ago, every government in power promises to fix Turkana roads, but it never happens.
This road to the oil fields is still under construction. It takes twice as long as it should to get to an oil well just outside one of the main settlements. Activities here were slowed down by the slump in global oil prices over the last few years. Now they're picking up again.
No, this is one of the over 35 wells, and it is part of the wells that have defined a large oil resource in Turkana County.
And what stage of development are you at now?
We are in the final stage, which will consist in drilling more wells like this one, constructing facilities to process the oil, and then exporting it to international markets.
Experts say that a pipeline is the most viable way to transport oil from these wells, but Kenya won't have one until at least 2021. The government's interim plan involves using trucks and then trains to move oil to the coast for shipping.
The pilot project to export oil from here via road is going to be an expensive one. It's going to cost the government $63 million. And at current oil prices, the only revenue that will come in is about $34 million, which means that the government makes a loss of $29 million.
Critics of the early export scheme say it's a waste of taxpayers' money.
If the economics don't make sense, then there must be a political reason. And we feel that it's more political than an economic activity. When politicians start using developments in the sector in a political way, it leads us more towards a resource curse.
But the government insists that the pilot project isn't supposed to make money. It's meant to provide crucial information for future development.
It's not about the economics. Extended well test is never about economics. It's about finding out what the reservoir looks like. And the only way you can find out what the reservoir looks like is by putting oil out of the reservoir somewhere.
Making the journey to becoming an oil-producing country, Kenya will want to avoid the mistakes that could turn a blessing into a curse that dims the hopes of this region and the nation.
The BBC's Nancy